Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom is directed by J.A. Bayona, and once again stars Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, and is the 5th installment of the Jurassic Park series. I do envy those people that can just shut their brains off while they're watching a movie. Those ones who can just watch it and enjoy it for as it is and not compare it to other and more superior films. I sadly am not one of those people. And for that reason, I have to say that Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom was thoroughly disappointing. Though I was smiling and laughing through the entire film, it was for all the wrong reasons. Easily my least favorite of the Jurassic Park film. This film fails on almost every level. The story basically follows Claire and Owen again, while they're struggling with their relationship again. And they're trying to save dinosaurs from an island before they're taken away by an evil corporation to use them for monetary reward. Does that sound familiar? That's because it's the plot of Lost World. The film manages to rip off every other Jurassic Park that preceded it, and it does it in such blatant and obvious ways that I feel like I'm being punched in the face by my own nostalgia. I constantly found myself being taken out of the film thinking about better films. These characters in this film are so cookie-cutter, cliched characters that they felt more like cartoon characters than real people. One in particular was so annoying. I found myself throughout the film hoping that the dinosaurs would eat him just so that way I didn't have to deal with him. And other characters were just so dumb that I legitimately found myself laughing during scenes that were supposed to be suspenseful. There are two characters in particular that are in this film clearly by an attempt by the studio to appease millennial audiences. However, the studio wrongfully felt that we were going to be so appeased by the inclusion of these characters that we would forgive them for not giving them any kind of character, personality, or motivation. The film also fails to establish a theme or message. In one scene, they'll be pushing what seems like an animal rights message where these animals deserve to live, and we need to love them, think of them as like living creatures. And then the next scene, they're just bloodthirsty killing machines, and that they're a danger to modern society. The lack of focus on either choice means that none of them really land. The ending, without getting into spoilers, is just awful. Let's just say it involves one of the dumbest decisions in cinema history. And this decision is motivated by one of the laziest writing choices I have ever seen. The whimsical tone at the end fails to really encapsulate the horrors of what the film truly ends on. Now, I understand that many of my complaints I have about this film I had about the previous film, Jurassic World. However, I was not nearly as disappointed with that film as I was with this, and it's for one very simple reason. The previous film, even for how dumb it was fun. It was fun. It had dinosaurs fighting and had enough humor to keep me entertained throughout the entire thing. I felt entertained by that film the same way I get entertained by bad B-movies. This film fails to even do that. This film's grimmer tone fails to really captivate because it lacks any really compelling characters or decent story. Everything just feels needlessly somber and slow. I legitimately found myself bored at times during this movie, which is a first for a Jurassic Park film. If there was one good thing I could say about the film, it would definitely be the cinematography. The utilization of dark and then flashes of light to reveal objects is very effective. One moment in particular was particularly effective. It involves a dark tunnel and falling lava. If you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It establishes tension and just brilliantly makes atmosphere. In the end, I was very disappointed with this. However, I can definitely see families taking their kids to see it and having a fun time seeing a dinosaur, especially if you're just looking for nice, cute little moments throughout. However, I will have to warn that this film might not be as kid-friendly as some of the previous films, given its grimmer tone. Personally speaking, I walked away very disappointed. It just seems like no one's going to be able to capture the magic that the original one caught, which in my opinion is one of the greatest action-adventure films of all time. But in all fairness to this film, how do you catch lightning in a bottle twice? In the end, I'm going to give Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom a 4 out of 10. Guys, I hope you liked this review. Please click the like button below if you did, and feel free to comment in the comment section any films you want to hear me review in the future. Until then, see you guys soon.